Hi, welcome to YAHSHUA Payroll Solutions. In this video, we will show you how to set up your company with YAHSHUA Payroll Solutions. Let's jump right in. So this is the YAHSHUA Payroll web app. To get started the setup process, let's first import our company data. Let's head over to Settings and choose Imports. And here on top, let's click on Settings and let's focus on Location, Department, Position, and Employment Type. Here, you will see the option to upload a CSV file, and you will also see the option to download a sample template. Let's click on this, and let's open it up. When you open up the CSV sample template, you will find here 4 columns. One column for your location, another column for your department, for your position, and for your employment type. So now all you have to do is replace this data with your company data. So let me do it for mine real quick. And so now I've replaced this template with my own company data. So these are my locations, my departments, my positions, and my employment type. For now, I only have one employment type, which is contractual. So now let's upload this data to our system. So going back to YAHSHUA Payroll, let's choose File. Let's choose the CSV file, and let's upload it to the system. And now you'll see here the headers, the different fields and the headers. So we'll need to assign these fields to our CSV headers. So for location, I'll choose location. For department, department. Position to position. Employment type to employment type. As you have also noticed, it automatically detects the headers based on the fields. So now let's click on Next. And here you will find the data that has been imported into the system. So these are my locations, my departments, my positions, and my employment type. Again, I only have one employment type, which is contractual. So now let's click on Submit. So now you will see that the data has now successfully been uploaded to YAHSHUA Payroll. So where do we find the data we've uploaded? For our location, department, position, and employment type. To do this, let's head over back to Settings. And under Settings, let's go to Miscellaneous Lists. Let's go to the Employee Settings tab, and here you will find the different tabs for each category. A tab for department, position, employment type, and location. So here back on the employment type, you'll find here the contractual. That was from the data that we've just imported. Now in each of these tabs, you have the option to create right here. So all you have to do is press create, and this dialog will appear, giving you the option to create, for example, for this case, a new department. And you can set it as a default. In this list as well, you will find here the option to set inactive or to delete any of these items. Do take note that you can only delete these items if they haven't yet been used or tagged in the system. If they have been used or tagged in the system will not allow you to delete this item. So say for example, if I were to try to delete this accounting, say yes, it will say accounting is currently used in employee information. Next, we need to upload the schedules of our company. To do this, let's head over back to Settings, and then go to Imports, and then here go to the Settings tab, and choose Schedule. So here you will see the option to once again select a CSV file to upload or to download a sample template. So let's click on Download Sample Template. So this is the Schedule Settings template. Here you will see all the headers that we need to fill out. So here's the header for the code. That's our schedule code. Hours per day, time in, time out, flexible schedule, the days of the week, break time, break type, number of hours of the break, the number of breaks, the from and to of the breaks, and the department and locations that will apply for the schedule. So now all we have to do is fill this out with our own company data. So let me do that real quick. So here you will see the template has been filled out with my company data. So the code contains the name of my schedules, and it just makes it easier for you to identify your schedule. So I have here 2 schedules, a regular schedule and a regular schedule with break. The hours of day is how many hours are there in terms of work. So the hours of work, and it's 8 hours. Time in and time out, so it's 8 to 5. Please make sure to use military time when filling out the time in and time out. If the schedule is a flexible schedule, type here yes. or if it's not, then just leave it blank. For the days of the week, choose which ones are a work day. If they are a work day, put yes. If they are a rest day, put no. In my case, Mondays to Fridays are a work day, so I'll leave that as yes. And then Saturday and Sunday are a rest day, so I'll put that no. If there's a break time, put there yes. If there's no break time, put that no. For the break type, choose either flexible or fixed. If the break type is fixed, fill out the number of breaks. And in this case, I'll choose 1. And then choose from and to. In other words, when the break will start and when the break will end. In this case, it will start at 12 and end at 1. For the break type, if it's flexible, choose the number of hours for the break type. Here in departments and locations, you can also set which departments or locations this schedule will be applied. We recommend that this will be left as blank so that the schedule will be applied to any department or location. And so with that, let's head over back to YAHSHUA Payroll and upload this onto the system. So going back here to YAHSHUA Payroll, let's choose our file, upload that CSV. Again, it has to be in CSV format. And we will need to map out the fields to our column headers. And I think this has been mapped out automatically, so that's great. So now let's head over to next. And here you will see all the data that has been uploaded to the system. And now we can click on submit. So now you can see that our data has successfully been uploaded to YAHSHUA Payroll. So now where do we view the data that we've uploaded for schedules on the system? To do this, let's head over back to settings, go to miscellaneous lists. Under employee settings, let's choose the schedule tab. And here you will find all of the data that we have uploaded. So for me, I can find here my regular schedule with flexible break and the regular schedule. Here in the schedule tab, you also have the option to create a new schedule. So all you have to do is click on create and this dialog will appear. Here on the schedule tab, you also have the option to delete a schedule. So just right click on this, delete it, set to inactive, assign it to an employee list, or to copy it. If you click on a schedule, you also have the option to edit that schedule. And this dialog will allow you to manipulate the data for that schedule. Now that we've finished uploading our location, employment type, position, department, and company schedules, we can now upload our employee profiles. So going back here to YAHSHUA Payroll, let's head over back to settings, head over to imports, and under the employee tab, let's choose profile. So here you will also see the option to upload a CSV file as well as a sample template. So let's download the sample template again. So this is the employee profile template. Here you will see our headers as well as the sample data. If you notice here in our headers that there are asterisks in some of these headers. These means that these are the required columns we need to fill out to make the import successful. So the required columns are date hired, last name, first name, birthday, employment type, department, position, schedule code, rate status, hourly rate, days per month, hours per day, basic salary, salary effectivity date, and location. Okay, so I'll just need to import my employee profile to this template. Let me do that real quick. So for the purpose of this demo, I'll only need to import one employee. So here I filled out the date hired, last name and first name, the email. The email isn't required, but your employees will need their email if they want to access their kiosk and timekeeper account, their birthday, employment type, department, position, and schedule code. Now, by the way, the employment type, department, and position, and schedule code are all from the data that we imported earlier. Seems like I'm missing here one for a regular schedule code, so let me just put there regular schedule. Okay. Now, if the rate status of your employee is monthly, make sure to input the days per month for monthly paid employees. And if the rate status of your employee is hourly, make sure to input the hourly rate for those hourly rate employees. Next, input the hours per day and basic salary and the salary effectivity date. Make sure that the salary effectivity date is no lesser than the date hired. So if you scroll back here, notice the date hired is on December 8, 2023. So I need to make sure that my salary effectivity date is not before my date hired. And then, of course, input the location of your employees. Again, this location is based on the data that we imported earlier. So now that that's done, let's now go back to YAHSHUA Payroll and upload this data. So going back here to YAHSHUA Payroll, let's upload the data of our employee profile. All right, notice here in the upper left corner the personal data change checkbox. This ensures that every time we upload a new employee profile, it goes through an approval process. Now, for the purpose of this demo, I will uncheck this so that we don't have to go through an approval process. And with that, I can click on validate to check if our data of our importation is complete. And it says it is successfully validated. And so with that, I can click on submit. Great, so now we have successfully imported our employee profile. To check this, let's go to our employees, go to information and employee profile. So now here in the employee profile, we can now see our newly imported employee profile. All right, now that we have finished setting up our company on YAHSHUA Payroll web app, let's see how we can access our employee data on the ABBA Timekeeper app. So here's my iPhone. I'm gonna search for ABBA Timekeeper. And I will download this to my iPhone. Now, by the way, the ABBA Timekeeper is available on iOS, Android, and in Huawei phones. All right, now that that's done, I'll just open this up. And I will log in using my admin account. So this is now the ABBA Timekeeper dashboard. And if I click on this hamburger menu, I can see here my home, employees, email logs, download data, audit logs, settings, and sign out. If I click on employees, and now I'm able to see all of my employees in my company. So now let's try to time in. I'm gonna choose any of these system IDs. Let's go for Maria Gomez and system ID 122. Go back home and let's try to time in. So I'll just allow this, allow, and it's currently finding my location. Now when timing in, you can use either a system ID or an employee ID. Just make sure that it's all in numbers. So for this, I choose 122. It automatically says Maria Gomez, hit done, and it says successfully time in. Once I go back to my dashboard, head over to employees, choose the employee I logged in, it's Maria Gomez 122, and here you will see my employee logs. Now, if you're connected to the system, this employee log will automatically be synced to YAHSHUA Payroll web app. Let's check it out. So going back in the YAHSHUA Payroll web app, let's go to timesheets and go to daily logs. And here you will see the time in log that I just did from earlier. All right, now that we have finished setting up our company on YAHSHUA Payroll web app, and now that we have access on the ABBA Timekeeper app, let's give our employees their access. To do this, let's go back to YAHSHUA Payroll and head over to Users and go to Kiosk Accounts. So here, I'll give access to Gomez Maria right here, and I'll make sure she has Timekeeper access. Now, in order for Gomez Maria to be able to use and access her account, she first needs to verify her email. To do this, I'll need to send her her email and the generated password. So, I'll copy this, save it somewhere, and then I'll need to log out first and pretend I'm Gomez Maria, sign in again, and I will sign in using her credentials. So, demo, YPO, and I'll enter the password. Here you will see that it requires account verification. Hey there, we have found that your account is not verified. An email confirmation was sent to demoypo@gmail.com. So I'll go to my email and verify this account. So here's my email. You can see here YAHSHUA Payroll has emailed me for verification. I'll click verify my email. Your account has been verified, so that's great. So let's wait for this page to reload. All right, so let me sign in again. So using the same account, demo.ypo.com, using the same password. Sign in. Now it will ask me to create a new password. So I'm going to create a new password. And now, my employee is now able to access their kiosk account. With the same credentials, they can also use it to access their ABBA timekeeper on their phones. So here in my ABBA timekeeper, I'm going to log in Gomez Maria using her email and her password. So now you can see she has successfully logged in. And if I go to employees, only her profile will be displayed. And if I try to log in, automatically only her name will be displayed as an option. We hope this video has been helpful. If you have any further questions, don't hesitate to contact us or leave a comment down below, and we'll see you next time. God bless.